Right, we just had a weekly, well, yesterday, but compensation. Voyage of Wonders reward application issue. There was an issue in the Tours of Devotion season's Vogue of Wonders. Rewards could be claimed more than once. This issue has now been fixed, and Voyage of Wonders has been reopened. To ensure fairness for all players, any duplicate diamond rewards obtained from the issue will be deducted within the next 3 working days. Okay. On the number 1 person there.
Task complete.
None of this. Not gonna lie, this is a lot more fun on my other account where I'm actually on an active server that I have people to visit and everything. Thanks to Mikola, the Bloomtide market has been transformed. The market is bigger and livelier. Gotta hand it to Mikola. I'm honestly impressed. It's wild how a few red fruits can make the whole place feel like a celebration. Naturally, every Warsong Festival display is my handiwork. A Warsong Festival? Sounds like another fun holiday. I told you, visiting Redacted always leads to something new. You just don't want to deal with your backlog of work. Now, you're killing the vibe. Alright now, here's to this once-a-year festival and to Redacted's hospitality. Before long, everyone is settled in, enjoying the feast while trading stories. And more guests arrive in Avalon. Mira and the Lyceum professors. Can't believe they're here too. Teacher, we meet again. It's been a while, teacher. Surprised to see me? As soon as I found out Professor Hepler and Solis were heading to Avalon, I came along. After all, Merlin has always had a way of turning ordinary days into something to look forward to, let alone a festival is as important as the Emberlight Festival. Muriel's right, we wouldn't miss anything you host. Looks like you put a lot of thought into this. Is that a new tavern? It's the Bloomtide Market. Oh, I can smell the fish from here. Now that is a proper market. Look at Hepler. He's practically eyeing those fish like prey. So the tide in Bloomtide refers to fish? That's right. You're always full of surprises, Merlin. Everything's wonderful. Dolls, food, all of it. Yet it likes that Merlin flair, like a well-made soup that forgot the aromatics. It's missing a touch of magic. Oh, what do you think? It would be such a waste if your festival didn't carry something unmistakably yours. How about we sprinkle in some magic if you'll allow it? Third upgrade, you may just take it from here. Third? We helped Redacted expand the market twice already, that's it. This round is for the mages. Hugin and I will keep an eye on Mikola, making sure she doesn't help too much. Huh? Why? I want to join in. Pity I don't make a habit of carrying magical plants around. A few pots of lively root blossoms would suit the mood beautifully. All creatures are born free. A fish can't be forced onto a bicycle, and I can't cage an animal in this little corner of the world, no matter whose market it is. Then, fire? Fireworks and lights are tradition for the Emberlight Festival. Pair that fire with all these red fruits, and it's perfect. We got a crowd, perfect for a little spectacle. Let's use fire magic to make a stunning, magical bonfire. We could even conjure fish-shaped fireworks, and them swim around the market like real ones. Not bad, but do you have the materials you'd need? Unfortunately, no. Redacted might do. Isn't from nothing exactly what magic is for? Sorry, I don't actually. That does make things tricky. I can't make a proper bonfire alone, so... Mira looks at you quietly. It's not just a request in her eyes, there's trust and something deeper. Something like anticipation. I'm not sure this is the right time for that, Mirelle. The fastest way to gather fire elements is an unfortunate choice. Connecting Avalon's waters to magma. You don't love it, but you tell Mirelle anyway. Connecting Avalon's waters to magma. That's genius. Looks like I still have so much to learn from you, especially those adorable yet practical ideas. Then please, connect this clear river to magma, emerald clams, cinderflint, and lava blossoms with abundant fire elements. I think that's all we need. Fire elements and magma. We're counting on you. So what's the Dark Forest like? It's a very peaceful place. Oh yes, very different from Saltorin. Saltorin? Tackle holder. Oh, I finally got one. Got it. Well, I think that's enough fishing for now. Now let's see. If I get anything good from Lucky Flip this week. Hmm.
A little progress is better than no progress, right?
And these are getting kind of tough now, but I'm almost think reached epic status. Oh, I can see all the way here. But I think that should be. End of that.
Nature unfold. Nature unfold.
Oh, I didn't get my weekly yet. That's. Not sure why I would. Well, figured it was finally time to continue this quest. I think that was the one anyway. That I couldn't complete last time because it continued off in whole town. I got a secret potion. My allowance was well spent. Every blind box hides a prize. Enjoy the thrill of the unknown. Come, try your luck. Give me one. Check out these magic candy blind boxes. 5 flavors, 5 unique surprises. One of the flavors is a secret edition. You can only summon it after collecting the other 4. Go ahead, pick one and see if luck is on your side today. Pick a candy. Your tongue feels like it's been scorched by lava, and it's as if a warm stove is blazing in your throat. Wow, you got a lava pop. Need some water? I got some in my store. Give me another one. Looks like the magic candy brought you back again. Can't get enough, huh? It's like a slice of star-dusted honey melting on your tongue, filling your mouth with gentle sweetness. Lucky you! The starry honey will make your dreams tonight sweet and colorful. Another one. Hey buddy, this is your third visit, right? You're almost there for a full set. The flavor is similar to a dark magic truffle from the forest at dusk. Robustly bitter at first, with a long, lingering sweet aftertaste. The start is always bitter. The magic is in the sweetness that follows. That's Twilight Cocoa. And one more. Nice, this is your fourth attempt. I admire your persistence. You're just one step away from completing the full set. It's a good thing that I haven't gotten any doubles yet. It's like swallowing a mouthful of sea breeze, with caramel and salt crashing across your palate like waves on the shore. Salty caramel always reminds me of my hometown, a quiet little fishing village. And one more. You're officially a magic candy collector. With 4 flavors in hand, you got a great chance of drawing the secret edition this time. Good luck. Contradiction is the first thing that comes to mind with this candy. Blistering ice and frosty fire collide, leaving your taste buds delightfully confused. 2 people pulled the hidden flavor Golden Confusion today. Maybe I should lower the odds a bit. Maybe. Just kidding. Congratulations. You earned a special gift for tasting all the candy flavors. Only true candy lovers get it. Sugary. Buddhist. Wind brings familiar footsteps. Seems our story isn't over. Anything I can help you with, mage friends? Mr. Hamel, the truth is, we're hoping to join the Animal Protection Association. Is this your idea of a joke? Is this your idea of a joke? 2 top students from the Lyceum wanting to throw in with a bunch of woodland drifters? We're being serious. I have to admit, this is all rather sudden. We've been short on money lately. Yes, Mr. Hamel, we're students, just looking for something to help us get by. Strange request. Most folks don't come here looking for odd jobs. We do take on extra hands now and then, but don't expect a hefty reward. Actually, there's almost no reward at all. I doubt you're the type to work for free. But Mr. Hamel, you said anyone could join. That is open to all. And it is. I'm not turning you away, just I've seen too many folks show up with bright eyes and walk away disappointed. You don't strike me as the kind who'd lose sleep over a squirrel or trade your free time for back-breaking work. Maybe not, but you said it yourself. Everyone's guiding technique is different. Used to say ours won't work on the ones you can't reach. Guiding animals is only the first step. What comes after are wounds to treat and mouths to feed. It's a tedious way to spend your days. You're not here because it's easy. Good. Too many think this is a stroll through pretty woods, but keep walking, and you'll find storm and stillness both. If you're ready to get your cloak muddy and wear holes in your boots, then by all means, prove me wrong. I wouldn't call it tedious. There's a lot to learn here, and to be honest, I'm pretty curious about your flute fork, Mr. Hamel. Oh, then you'd better think it through. That sort of skill isn't exactly celebrated. Out in the world, flute players show up more in ghost stories than in legends. We're associated with hunting tunes that lead children into the forest, or curses that draw rats into villages. So, you're one of those dangerous types? Huh. At worst, I'm a strange man who knows a few tunes. But in all seriousness, if you really want in, there's a trial first. Let's see, deep in the forest, there have been magical traps showing up, strange toxic fruits too, and they're starting to hurt animals. Your first test is to clear them out. These herbs will neutralize most of the toxins. Use them if you need to. Got it, we're on it. Herbs packed, let's move. So, Hamel really sent us to deal with the traps and those toxic fruits, huh? Do you think he genuinely cares about the animals? Sometimes it feels like he's hiding something. He seems to know about the poachers. Yeah, that occurred to me too. Maybe he's been secretly working against them all this time? But if that's true, wouldn't it make more sense to report them directly? Even the Lyceum wouldn't turn a blind eye to poachers. I'll admit, he really does seem to care about animals, but the more he does, the harder he is to read. Yeah, it could be an act. We need to dig deeper. Well, we only just joined the association. There's still plenty of time to figure things out. From what I've observed, the way he explains how traps work, how poachers plan, it's too specific. That kind of detail doesn't come from ordinary experience. Either way, I think there's more to Mr. Hamel than meets the eye. I was thinking, if we clean out all the traps and toxic fruits, would that flush the poachers out? Whether or not Hamel is behind it, if we catch whoever is setting these traps, we get to the bottom of this. That's why I'm heading out tonight for a patrol through the forest. I was just about to suggest the same. Perfect. With you around, Manchester, I doubt anything's getting past us tonight. But before that, we still need to take care of the traps and toxic fruits, as Hamel instructed. Can't leave that half done. Alright, Manchester, let's start clearing those traps and fruits. Strange fruit. Let's move on to the next area, Manchester. Still picking up traces of strange magic from magical traps. Let's check the area one more time. German legends. Oh, that one. Real luck, no bite marks on the fruit, and it doesn't look like any animals got too close. Good thing we got here in time. Looks like we won't need Hamel's remedy after all. But this trap is built just like the one we found earlier. Probably the same people who set it. And they're still at it. There are more traps out there now. Manchester, can you sense anything from the magic on this one? Your fingers graze the sigils covering the trap. Cold lines stir to life, pulsing faint blue. A silver of fading magic glides under your senses as you're chasing a dying lantern deep in the dark. It hovers just out of reach, like wind brushing through trees. You can feel its presence, but it's too faint to trace. You shake your head at Cassidy, resigned. Phew, even you can't pick up anything, Magister. The magic in this thing is barely there. No wonder it's impossible to track. Let's head back to the association for now, Magister. Hey, Brat, tonight's your last chance. You hear me? Get it done. No more games. You returned. Mr. Hamel, those people just now, what did I mean by last chance? Them? Just collectors looking for their cut. The association grant is on its way, no need to worry about me. For small groups like ours, we learn to patch the roof before the storm hits. Here you go. You actually lugged these solid metal things back? Bare hands and all? It wasn't too hard, but the traps had traces of magic. Whoever set them wasn't just an ordinary hunter. Mr. Hamel, any idea who might have set them? That isn't something you need to deal with right now. Leave it to me. You're not alone anymore. Let us help. These poachers are dangerous. Let us help. Some things are like fixing a cracked old flute. Only the one who's played it knows how it's meant to sound. I know you mean well, but this verse, I need to play it solo. You've done well. There's more I want to tell you, but not yet. I got something to handle first. I'll catch up later. And with that, Hamel hurries off like a man heading to an appointment he can't afford to miss. Magister, is it just me, or do you think he's hiding something? Maybe he had a good reason. Maybe he's covering for the poachers. Nod in agreement. Yeah, he kept changing the subject. It was clear something was eating him. So she's able to pick up on those kind of clues, I guess. Whatever the truth is, those poachers are still out there. Let's stick to the plan and patrol tonight. I'll see you in the forest later, Magister. You made it, Magister. I was thinking, should we split up or stay together for the patrol? Suddenly, a familiar flute melody drifts from the distance. Suddenly, a familiar flute melody drifts from the distance. Wait, that's Samuel's flute, isn't it? It's coming from the Lake of Whispers. Let's go, Magister. The flute sound is coming from somewhere near the Lake of Whispers. You spot Hamel talking with several people in poacher gear. You can't make out much from this distance, just a few words. Hand over the animals, boss and big whale. What's going on? Why is Hamel talking to those poachers? Big whale, they mean little Lulu? How did I know about it? Were they after it this whole time? Little Lulu's smart. It won't come out unless I call for it. Let them finish talking first. Let's get closer. Yeah, I want to know what's really going on here. They're still too far. Come on, closer. These animals, I'll pick out a few. I'm sure your boss will be pleased. Your boss? Don't play dumb flute boy. He's our boss. Our boss. Boys, round him up. Take them all. On it, Chief. Stop. What are you doing? According to our contract, you're only supposed to take the sick ones. Not your call anymore. Now move. One of the men shows Hamel hard. He stumbles, nearly falling into the underbrush. Those traps, those toxic fruits. That was all you, wasn't it? Well, well, look who finally put the pieces together. You and your stupid contract. Take the sick ones, huh? That's exactly what I did. I helped them along and made sure they fit the bill. Easy to take if they're half dead. That's disgusting. Ha! Done your share of shitty things, haven't you, Flute Man? I'll take that as a compliment. If you were going to break the contract, why pretend it meant anything in the first place? Please, if the boss wasn't watching for you, no one would care about your little paper promises. But what the boss wants is the big whale. Chief, that's not a whale, it's a river porpoise. There aren't even a river porpoises in the Lyceum. What? You think we dragged you all the way to the Lyceum just for a few sick squirrels? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just helping these animals recover, like the contract said. I'm almost out of herbs, so if you want to pay up now, it's the time. If we don't find that porpoise, none of us is going back in one piece. I never promised you a porpoise. Then maybe a swim will jog your memory. Let's see how long that attitude lasts underwater. Boys, toss him into the lake. Wait, Chief, are you sure? The higher-ups really like this guy. If something happens... I'll take the heat. If he won't talk, let him find the porpoise himself, at the bottom of the lake. You're insane. I told you. I haven't seen any porpoise. You can't. Do it. Yes, Chief. Stop it. Let Mr. Hamel go. Oh, let's see if she can do it on her own. Probably not.
I'm eager for nourishment.
Maybe with help from Saida. It's not fitting that they're getting sucked dry by a parasite, Simon.
I am sated.
What are you doing here? Some party this turned out to be, huh? If we're here to ambush poacher, Mr. Hamel. We didn't expect to run into this. Huh. Every party ends eventually. Someone always gets shown the door. I never planned to hide it forever. I once said the wind carries people where they're supposed to go. Maybe you were always meant to uncover this. I'll come clean. Yes, I worked for them. The animals were destined for nobles' cages. However you choose to deal with me, I won't resist. Doesn't sound like you meant them harm. Because I never did. That was never the plan. Mr. Hamel, why did you go this far? It all started with my own weakness. I never knew my parents. I was passed around from relative to relative, never really wanted. The only constant in my childhood was that treat. Try again and you're out. Oddly enough, those words always made me cry harder. To me, moving never felt like starting over. It just meant getting left behind again. I can't play them, really. Who wants to keep a child who cries all the time? Once, I ran into the forest just to avoid another move. When my legs gave out, I dropped beneath a tree and sobbed like the world had ended. That's when a squirrel climbed onto my tree. It didn't run, just sat there like it understood everything I couldn't say. For the first time in my life, I felt seen. That little creature. It caught me when I was falling. After that, the forest became my sanctuary. I started learning the flute just to draw the animals near, so I wouldn't be so alone anymore. Then why did you hand those animals over to the poachers? A lot of people who do a lot of people who do terrible things convince themselves they had no other choice. I was no different. After a fire ravaged the woods near my hometown, Hamelin, we started an animal protection association. I joined without hesitation. For the first time, I had a purpose. I met friends who believed in the same things. But the funding the town promised never came. We took on heavy debt just to keep things running. One by one, my friends gave up. The association was barely holding together. Then someone came to me with an offer to fund the association. The catch was that I had to track down rare creatures and hand them over to be sold as pets to the rich. At first, I said no without a second thought, but they didn't let up. They warned me that if I didn't go along, they would shut down the association. If that happened, we wouldn't be able to help the weak and injured animals anymore. Without help, many of them wouldn't last long. I slowly realized we couldn't save them all. In the end, we accepted the deal because we wanted to at least save some of them. I kept trying to convince myself that maybe being adopted by nobles wasn't the worst thing for them. At least they'd be safe from hunger and disasters. I knew this meant sacrificing some to save others. It wasn't right, but I chose what felt like the lesser evil. The world can be cruel. The association is your home, isn't it? Yes, but that didn't make it okay to give in. The moment I chose to avoid a fight, I let fear become a habit. And the next time something hard came along, I ran again and again. I still regret it. That first compromise opened the door to more. I told myself the association needed money, that at least the nobles could afford medicine. I said whatever I had to just to feel less guilty. Maybe they'd get the care they needed. Maybe they would even live more comfortably than they would in the wild. That was wishful thinking. You're right. I repeated it so often I almost believed it. Those poor creatures never had a say, and I built them a fantasy I wanted to believe in. You're right. I've been running this whole time. I get why you did it. You were trying to protect as many as you could, even when you had no good options. Back at the academy, I worked on potions to treat animals, tried to make the forest safer for them. It didn't change the world, but it helped. Even the small efforts matter. You don't need to fix everything, just do what you can as best you can. That's enough. You're right. Maybe redemption isn't about fixing everything. It's about doing what we can, without breaking ourselves along the way. Trying to keep the association going was a lost cause from the start. I should have realized it sooner, but I couldn't make myself stop. But now things have gone too far. Someone has to take responsibility. If you won't turn me in, I'll do it myself. Just as Samuel finishes speaking, a faint light shimmers in the direction of the Lake of Whispers, slowly growing brighter. That glow! My friend, have you come to say goodbye? Don't worry, that glow, it's just a friend to see me off. Thank you for seeing me off. Let's hope we meet again before too long. It's the most beautiful sight I've ever laid eyes on. Little Lulu rarely approaches strangers on his own. Could it be... You're reading too much into it. We met by chance, not because of any trick from the association. I've read about the Asher River porpoise. It's no ordinary animal. It's smart, sensitive, and able to sense both emotions and magic. No one with ill intent can get near it. That's why the poachers never stood a chance. So, you knew about Lulu all along? Yes, from the very beginning. I'll never forget the moment I first saw it. It was like catching a glimpse of something impossibly gentle, like spring wind brushing your cheek or petals blooming in water. And in that moment, I realized some things in this world are worth giving everything to protect. You're right, Mr. Hamel. That bond you speak of, it makes me feel like maybe protection goes both ways. In a way, little Lily's been protecting me too, protecting all of us. That's a beautiful way to put it. Deep down, I always believe the same. That's why I need to let go of the past and earn my place in this forest again. And when that day comes, I'll return with my flute and do what I can to protect them. Good. A few days later, good day, Manchester. Mr. Hamel turned himself in, and the forest is quiet again, just like before. The little creatures he left in our care are healing nicely. They're all going to be fine. Maybe turning himself in was the best thing he could have done. It keeps him out of the poacher's reach and gives him time to finally face the truth. His music finally found its own rhythm. Stories the wind weaves always end well. Yes, this time it wasn't out of fear or pressure. It chose that path with his own 2 feet. For some reason, every time I return to the forest, I can still hear his flute in my mind. It was a cheerful tune, laced with something bittersweet. With the ending, it rose up strong and clear. I hope his life follows the same path, shaken but finding its way back. By the way, Manchester, do you happen to know how Mr. Hamel's flute magic works? I've been dying to figure it out. Maybe start with just the flute. Sounds like it's going to take a lot of practice, and probably some magical talent too. Though honestly, Mr. Hamel's flute always had a way of touching the heart. Maybe it wasn't magic at all. Magister, before he left, Mr. Hamel gave us a message. One day I'll return, and when I do, I'll play a tune this forest knows. I just hope you and the little guys will still be willing to listen. Maybe when he comes back, I can finally ask him to teach me that flute magic of his. Let's complete the flutist. You and Cassidy exposed the Animal Protection Association scam and convinced Hamel, a flutist, to mend his ways, bringing closure to a chapter of the past. No, I'm not.
My shield is unbreakable! is unbreakable!
Take a guess between the real and make-believe.
Yay, Stitchy! We won!
Let's savor this as though it's real. Take a guess between the real and the make-believe. Let's savor this as though it's real.
Oh, there's an area I apparently didn't visit yet. Hi Rowan, I'll talk to you later. Yeah, we came by again yesterday. Same old slogans. Yep. But this time she brought an entire feline entourage. Ooh, wondrous. Valid woods. Try this one. Sure.
Now, let's see who dares to challenge me.
I'm ready!
Turrets locked and loaded.
Potions for sale. Buy 4, get 1.
Sir Lucius, at your service.
By the title of the swordsman.
I suppose even I have.
Understood. I'll keep them quiet.
Accept this judgment.
Don't worry, I'm here.
That's what I meant to do. Auto-rotating emitter. When activated, the auto-rotating emitter rotates automatically at regular intervals. Suppose the auto-rotating emitter interact with the control mechanism. After interaction, the auto-rotating emitter will stop operating and no longer receive signals. Interact with the control mechanism again to resume operation of the auto-rotating emitter. Oh, can you not? Why does it do this? I need to turn this off. No, is it not wanting to respond? Or is it bug? Okay, now it responds. Oh my gosh. It'd be nice if it could stop lagging so much. I can actually play this game. It really can't deal with this edge rotation. Okay, no. Oh god. Okay. I'm not sure if I should be spending the keys like this, but I mean, it's extra diamonds. No! That's not why. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Morphic Crystal. The Morphic Crystal reveals distorted magical trajectories. Wolf Transfiguration is disabled anywhere within the Morphic Crystal's effective range. You need to deactivate the Morphic Crystal before you can use Wolf Transfiguration again. Okay. You know. Okay, so there's a blue light there that I want to get. But how do I get down there? The question. Oh. Okay. So, do I want the blue beam to cross over to there? Somehow, I guess. Oh, wait. Maybe if I try doing this. No, that's not really anything. Not sure what I'm supposed to be doing with this. Oh, finally. It's sort of summer now. Now, how do I get those? Oh, no. Now, how do I get? No. Of the purple, maybe? And this one is why is it not going away? Oh, finally. Not sure what I actually did right this time that I didn't do before, but... By the way, I get to progress now. Did I get all of the treasure? I think so.
I'll be praised for this, right?
Ah, the final boss. Oh, tower, not bad. Oh, it's getting somewhat late, so I'll probably end this soon. Oh, look at that horse talking to the curved creature. That. Okay, Finn has something to say. Sunshine. Dried fish. Meow. What are you doing here? My human told me and that dumb dog to guard the rice. Keep the crows away. Then why aren't you actually doing your job? Job? What job? Look at that silly dog over there, jumping around like he's on fire. With him here, the crows won't dare show up anyway. Do I look like the sort of creature that chases crows for fun? Meow, no thanks. We're still best friends, right? Of course, always. As long as you never make me throw that ridiculous stick again. Well, that's basically it for today. Time to challenge the Primal Lord.
All who strayed have been purified.
The constellations guide us to victory. The constellations guide us to victory.
Well, that's basically it for today. So, goodbye and good night.
Did I make you proud?
Frenzied blade! Storm!
Time stops. At my behest. Did I make you proud?